Hi everybody, this is Jada Markin with Artist Race Labs. I am here at Road Atlanta with Jonathan Goring and Ashton Harvey, and we are going to do our weekly session entitled First Lap with Jonathan Goring, and that is in preparation of this week's race, Lime Rock Drivers Club race at Road Atlanta. Jonathan?
Hey Jay, yeah, thanks for having me here. I'm going to be walking you guys through a lap at Road Atlanta here. Very, very tricky track in general. Never mind in the Global MX-5 Cup car here. So I'll be going through a couple of pointers here, but this is a really challenging track, car combo, and it's easy to get caught off guard. So we really got to pay attention to reference points and things like that. Thanks, Jay.
All right, we will get on our way. We'll do a few laps. I will be following Jonathan, and we will listen to his comments. And after that, I will let Ashton go and battle out with Jonathan for a few laps, and we look forward to hearing any tidbits Ashton can give us regarding navigation through the iRacing world. Thank you. Let's go.
Alright, so guys, when you're entering the track for the first time, it's kind of an awkward merge here, so just make sure you hold to the right. Just like in real life and iRacing, you will get a blend line violation. So we're going to go through and talk about the track here. We'll start actually at turn 5 down here. So turn 5 will be this left-hander at the bottom of the hill here. This is an exit speed turn, so you got to make sure you have the car nice and settled to get a good run out of it. You can go pretty wide there and use the curbing. The car actually is fairly forgiving. Turn 6. This right-hander right here. It's easy to turn too late for that corner. Now turn 7, that's that hairpin. That is an exit speed turn. Exit speed turn. So we got to focus on slow in, fast out. Now we're heading up to what I call, or what is 10A and B, which is basically think of it like a bus stop chicane. So it's a very hard brake zone, and again, you got to get a good exit. Bias the car off a little to the left in that first turn at the exit so you can get a good run coming out. Turn 12, I like to do a complete lift and then smooth on the power coming through here. You can work up to eventually doing that full throttle, but your line has to be perfect. Turn 1 is a straight line brake zone. You gotta be really smooth off the brake and get the eyes up the hill. Turn 3 coming up here has a blind entry, so we gotta really be careful where you turn the car in. That particular time was a little too late. As you can see, it's really tough. But you want to go ahead and use the entry curb, apex curb there for turn 3. Again, turn 5, don't be afraid to use that exit curb there. Turn 6, the turn-in is earlier than it looks, so long as you're smooth off the brake. So you can see that was a super late apex, but that's what you want to get a good exit speed onto the straightaway. Back straight here is a good chance to kind of catch your breath, take a couple deep breaths, make sure you're staying focused here, easy to lose concentration. Again, we'll bias the car off to the left, exiting 10A, so we're set up for 10B up the hill. Complete lift, eyes up, smoothly feed in the power. That's a little closer to the apex curve. That's kind of how you want to be. Right through here, I call this the descending S's, where you're kind of going left, right. You got to be really careful of how you toss the load transfer around in the car. It's really easy to get the load transfer kind of teetering back and forth there. So you got to make sure you're really smooth everything. That's the trickiest part of the track, in my opinion. Alright, now that I've done a little intro to the track here, I'm going to go ahead and do a lap without any talking. See what I can do here.
And both Ashton and I are going to see if we can get close enough to make a pass. I don't think so, but Ashton is only 2/10 behind me, and he is getting a run on me. This is definitely a passing zone. Nice clean pass. There really is not much of a passing opportunity here.
Looks like Ashton's got the run on me too.
He's got more power. I was getting close, but certainly not close enough to even attempt anything clean.
Yeah, that would have been a dive bomb for sure.
We would never do that.
I don't know, I turned a little early there, Jay. Not sure I'm gonna have a run here.
I'm just trying to get close to you.
Yeah, I'm thankful for the draft about now.
All staying clean.
When trying to make a pass down that back straight. Possible to make a pass here, but it's very dangerous.
So let me ask you again, Jonathan, second or third gear in the hairpin?
I'd definitely start with second gear. I think in a perfect world you might be able to stretch third if you're by yourself in a qualifying, but only then just barely. So I'd run second gear. And you guys can see if you run side by side through 10A and B there, it really kills your exit coming out. So traditionally, 9 times out of 10, maybe even 10 times out of 10, you don't want to be too wide going through 10A and B there. I ran wide there.
I was too far back.
Whoopsie.
While we relax on the back straight, you want to think about some iRacing tidbits? Ashton?
Yeah, I've got one ready for today.
I think we can pit. Careful going in the pits, guys. This pit entry can be tricky at times. Hey guys, that was fun.
Yeah, this track is very dynamic in the sense that a lot can happen real quick. You got those descending S's like I was telling you about between turns 3 and 5 where, the load is transferring back and forth so abruptly that it's really hard to manage, and there's really no way to avoid that other than just to be smooth with your feet. So, I said it before, I'll say it again, that's really the trickiest part about this track, and it's hard to keep the car under control.
Yeah, I totally concur. Ashton?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. It's very rewarding when driven correctly and challenging every single lap. It's also on the shorter side, so things are coming at you quickly and often. Not a lot of time to relax, and you have to be very strategic as to where you want to pass and set things up a couple corners ahead of time, which is a really fun chess match to be playing with others while racing.
Any last words of wisdom from either you or Jonathan or Ashton before we log off?
Yep, I got something. You cannot win this race. You can only lose this race. That is all.
I think Ashton and I will can definitely relate to that.
The tech tip that I wanted to talk about this week is I hope you guys are using your Delta bars and playing around with the different settings. I personally like to put it on my all-time optimum sector. That way I can focus each sector as to what I'm doing correctly and incorrectly. So it's direct feedback on whether I'm driving poorly or well. And if you're interested, you can even upload other people's deltas into your iRacing account so that you can reference your speed through a sector or a lap versus others.
Thanks. Thank you, Ashton. Actually, that's a very, very good point. I use that Delta bar a lot. I personally change the the setting depending on the session I'm in. But Ashton is totally on point with the optimal sector. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you all in the practice sessions. And to all the LRDC members and fans, we will see you soon, and thanks for watching.
Thank you, Jay. Talk soon.
Thanks, Jay.